Going to the stage, I'm running late. Ladies are always late, right? Hang on one second. Here we go, here we go, here we go. We're coming up. Sorry we're running late.
It starts with self.
I just got to be at the piano.
You can't clap for yourself. It makes you think somebody else clap for you. Give it up for yourself if you came out here.
So today up here we got Old Man Mary. We got Unbreakable kicks from the shop. And Miss Marissa Hill, the hype model. So I got a series of questions for them to answer. We're not gonna do just no regular interview stuff, because I'm sure, which I know for a fact that they've answered the basic questions hundreds of thousands of times. So we're not gonna do it like that. We're gonna switch it up. My beautiful wife came up with most of these questions. These are different, not regular sneaker questions, man. So we're gonna start this off. Old Man Mary, you ready?
Why I gotta be an old man?
You tell me you're old man every day.
I'm the sexiest grandfather ever. Let's go.
All right, we're gonna start off with Mary. What kind of leader are you, Mary?
Oh, whoa, this is okay, wife.
What kind of leader am I?
We got college essay questions.
I'm the leader that empowers my people, and I always have been. There's not nobody around me that doesn't have what I have, that doesn't have access to what I have. Even my assistants, I put them in positions where they can make themselves some money, and I even help them with their futures and help them find jobs and help them find careers. Same way I do anybody in my circle. Nobody in my circle can ever say that I haven't tried to help or tried to make them better themselves the same way I better me and mine.
That's a fact. Fire. Unbreakable kicks. What kind of leader are you?
Man, I would say I'm a straightforward leader. I try to give the best advice that I can. I feel like I'm one of those guys who will let you know one time, and if I gotta continue to tell you clearly, you're not listening. So I try to just get an arm of the best advice, especially when it's coming to shoes, whether it's life, whether it's sneakers, anything of that nature. Like, it's so much money to be made, it's so much peace that could be had, and we all just understand that it's so much out there that we all can attain. Like, we don't have to hate on the next person in order to get ahead of the next person. So, you know, just lead them by being positive.
And first question done by the first woman of the Just Nice Sneaker Convention panel, Miss Marissa. How or what kind of leader are you, man?
Leader is funny because I think I always ran away from that terminology. I always was trying to hide myself from having leadership positions, but always found myself in the role my entire life, including college, actually. I didn't want to be my team captain, but was always voted to be team captain. And you know, one of the things I think I recognized was that I was always leading by example, and that's kind of always been my strength, I think, in life, is I've just kind of always taken my own path in life and done things my own way. And through that, people just have kind of always wanted to follow in my footsteps. And I guess the things that I'm doing are things that other people want to do. So I just hope to kind of continue to do that in life, is lead by example.
Yes. Great answer. OG Mary, whose life?
That's better, OG.
Whose life has been changed by your work?
Whose life has been changed by my work?
Yes.
My children, my grandson, my mother, my aunts, my uncles, my cousins. Because I've definitely helped them all out any way, shape, and form that I can. And I will continue to do so, because that's the kind of person I am. I've always been a giving person. I've always been just a loving, I get a bad rap because of where I'm from and who I am, but to know me is to love me, but it's always been that way. My grandson already has his future set up. My daughter, by the grace of God, already has a house completely paid off. And I just keep working hard to make them, it's all for them.
Unbreakable kicks, whose life has been changed by your work?
I would say my family. I mean, my family, man, it's amazing that I'm in a position that I'm in right now. Again, like, I went to college to be a veterinarian, you know what I'm saying? And now I sit in front of thousands of people on YouTube every morning, you know, just cheering everybody on as far as buying sneakers and things of that nature. So by that has allowed me to be able to provide for my family and also for others to be able to provide for their family, whether or not they just got into sneakers or whether they learn how to sell their first sneaker or buy their first sneaker. I still get speechless sometimes from like the gratitude that I receive from people that come up to me and say, Break, I watch you every day, or the wives that say, man, Break, if I hear your voice one more time in my bedroom, like I'm gonna smack my husband or whatever that is. Like, believe it or not, like I don't take that for granted. And every day meeting another person, man, it's an honor.
What up, Unbreakable Kicks?
Imagine Break with a Bred Jordan lab coat. Take care of the cat.
I'm about to get a cat for you to watch Unbreakable.
You need merch that says, what up, for real. Miss Marissa, what experience, whose life has been changed by your work?
I think an eclectic amount of people have been changed, I think, by me in different ways, and not me necessarily trying to affect other people or to inspire other people, but I think my whole inspiration throughout life has kind of been this whole thing, if you tell me I can't do something, then I'm gonna try and do it. And I'm very much so a disruptor, so if I see something or see an issue somewhere, I'm always trying to solve that problem or fix that problem and create a solution for it. And you know, ever since I was younger, even volleyball was kind of my sport growing up, and I was told that I was too small, I didn't have enough money to play the sport. I had pretty much everything going against me, and I think I just kind of figured out my own way to be good at what I loved and what I was passionate about. And I think through that I started to inspire people, because I was fortunate enough to have a full-ride volleyball scholarship to any school I wanted my senior year. But if I had just kind of stopped and quit then, you know, and listened to everybody basically talk down to me and say I wouldn't be able to make it, then I wouldn't have achieved what I achieved that year. And the same goes with my YouTube channel. I mean, there's not a lot of women out here repping in the space, and there's a lot of hatred towards women in the space, and it's really sad, you know, but somebody has to go through those obstacle courses to kind of pave the way for other women to be in the space as well. So I'm just happy to be here, whether it was rocky at the start, but to be in a panel like this and to be one of the first females up here is, you know, really just inspiring. And I hope to have more women alike to, you know, really just broaden the space for us. And I think, you know, there's a lot of great things coming for us females, and we have to really be on the same team with one another and respect each other and support each other, because that's how we're going to really make an impact in this sneaker community.
Ladies, head round of applause. That was good. OG man, how has your life changed and evolved since sneakers?
She's seen his club.
I mean, the relationships that I built based off rubber and leather are priceless. I mean, I met my realtor through sneakers, you know, a couple of houses later, you know, I'm a landlord. I've met so many people based on rubber and leather. It's amazing. Some of my best friends I've met through sneakers. A lot of guys, a lot of people that I met just in this space that want to look out and want to help and always want to try to be in my corner, and I try to do the same for them. I mean, it's priceless. It's really priceless the way that rubber and leather has actually changed my life. I mean, it will be an ongoing speech. We'll be here for 2 days if I can tell you the amount of things that happened to me with sneakers. But you know, friends, family, like again, my realtor, my marketing agency, consulting, all of this came from sneakers. Like so many avenues of revenue, so many different avenues to stream revenue from, and it's just become amazing. And the fact that I'm 49 years old and I'm a grandfather, by far the sexiest grandfather in the sneaker game. You know, that's right, say it again, that's right. Give it up for the old man. You know, it's priceless, man. It's something that I could, you know, maybe one day there'll be a book, who knows? But there's so many stories that I'll keep you out here for days. But it's definitely, it's appreciated and it's loved, and it's actually humbled me in many ways. And I fuck with you guys, and I really, really rock with y'all. That's why I don't mind taking pictures and talking and chopping it up, because it's all based on rubber and leather.
Facts. Good answer, sir. Good answer.
Of course it's a good answer.
Sir Break, how has your life changed and evolved since sneakers?
I'm not gonna lie to y'all, bro. I haven't looked back. You know what I'm saying? because of
He's rich.
saying it from this guy, no, but I'm able to even be by this guy. You know, growing up, trying to collect PEs and wanting to get PEs and being able to watch him bend a $70,000 pair of shoes like it was nothing. You know what I'm saying? So sneakers have got me to the platform where I got this man numbered. You know what I'm saying? I'm welcome to this house. I'm still welcome to your house, right? Yes, you are. I'm still welcome to this house again. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's honestly, y'all, it's like, it's literally like a dream. Like,
Yeah, Just Nice put that together too, man.
That live was lit.
Yes, I.
But honestly, y'all, like being a kid from Chicago, man, Southside Chicago, and being able to travel the world, see sneakers, man, collect some of the shoes that I never thought that I'd be able to own, rub elbows with some high-powered people, man, and it's a blessing, y'all. Just like Mary said, man, I can talk, about 15 minutes later, I'll probably be crying. I'm gonna keep it a buck because it's just like, I'm able to do so much stuff in life that my father wasn't able to do for me or my mom wasn't able to do for me. And now I'm able to help take care of my parents now at 30 years old. I'm only 30, you know what I'm saying? So it's a blessing. I got a 6-year-old daughter that whatever she needs, she get with her spoiled behind, you know? But that's all because of sneakers, man. It's a blessing. It's a blessing.
Yes, sir, Bred. Miss Marissa, how has your life changed and evolved since sneakers?
Sneakers have honestly always been a part of my life, and it's kind of like my storybook. Whenever I look at sneakers, it's not a materialistic thing, which everyone in this room gets me. Whereas if I'm in a different room, sometimes I talk about sneakers and people look at me like I'm just trying to spend money and they're meaningless, you know, but for all of us here, we have this commonality. We're all staring down at the floor. We're not really looking at each other's faces. But, you know, it's just so rewarding to be a part of this community and to meet people like Break. Like, I know I'm your lucky charm now, obviously, in sneakers. This is true.
My boy Damo here. Congrats, bro. Congrats. Dang. I can't get nothing on Sneakers app. Nothing. Wait, I got it. Hold on.
What? What? Oh my God, you got it? Shut up. Oh my God.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Unbreakable with the W.
Go.
What?
Let's go. Let's go. Army, let's go. What that say? Purchase.
Oh my
Let's
God, he purchased it.
Let's go. Hey, let's go. I know I'm going to tell my wife I'm sorry. I probably just woke my daughter up. But let's go. Let's go.
I knew this good luck charm was going to help. I had a feeling. Unbreakable, this was it right here.
I said it. I had a feeling. Let's go. Y'all see it? Purchased. Let's go. Oh, man. Oh, man. Let's get it, Army.
Mayor, maybe I will be your new lucky charm as well.
Be careful what you ask for.
I tend to rub luck on others. I love to give back to other people, and I love seeing people win as well. I mean, it's more rewarding, honestly, to see other people get the shoes that they love and, you know, they really have always wanted in their life. But also, just like my father has been such a huge impact on me as well. He was a big track star in the 80s and ran track with Carl Lewis and Flojo the Great. And I remember he would tell me, you know, these incredible stories about how Nike would send him 200 pairs of shoes, a month. And I was like, Dad, one day I want to be like you. I want to get 200 pairs of sneakers sent to me by Nike. That hasn't happened yet, but I'm still I'm lucky. I'm very, very fortunate. And, you know, I'm just excited to see where I'll be 5 years from now and just creating these new friendships and seeing, you know, how these are becoming just fruitful, organic relationships that, you know, are really transpiring into just really great, great experiences. So just happy to be here.
Yes, sir. Mayor, OG. What no longer matters?
Yesterday's price.
That's a fact.
What no longer matters?
Oh, money.
Oh,
A great
man,
car
that's a
coming
good
back.
one. You actually stumped Mayor. What no longer matters?
Yes, babe. She did that.
She did that. I mean, what no longer matters?
Your wife is great with questions. My goodness, she's deep.
Nah, she's pretty dope. You know, when it comes to footwear, this is what we're here for, right? I've always thought that people's opinions don't matter, because if you like a shoe, doesn't mean that I have to like a shoe. And you shouldn't buy a shoe because I like it, and you should buy what you like, right? And I've always said this, and I'm at a sneaker show where people are selling shoes, and I hate to say this, but it's the truth. Sneakers are only worth what our stupid asses are willing to pay for them, right? Like, if I see Break spend money for a shoe, I'll be like, yo, you're crazy. There's no way in the world I'm buying that for that price.
He said that to me personally.
I have. I mean, I say it, right? But in the same token, so it means more to somebody else. So you were saying something about buying a shoe the other day in a size 15, and I'm like, yo, there's no way in the world I'm buying that certain shoe for that number, new or used, right? It's my opinion. At that point, you really don't give a shit about my opinion, because you're the one that wants it. So when it comes to footwear, that's what it means. Like, don't buy what I like because I think it's hot. Buy what you like because you like it. If you like Vans, wear Vans. If you like Reeboks, wear Reeboks. I like Nike, I'm wearing Air Force Ones. I like Sacai's, I like whatever. That's what I'm gonna wear. So that's what, I'm gonna keep it at that because we're talking about sneaker culture right now.
Okay. Sir Break, what no longer matters to you?
Negativity, bro. Like, at one point, man, it used to dig deep. I'm talking deep, like, again, I've said this at the last panel, like, when y'all watch me, whether it's a live or whether it's a video, like, y'all see me for an hour, whether it's a live, or 15 minutes for a video. I'm unbreakable to y'all for 15 minutes on the camera, but when I turn that camera off, you know, I'm back to Eric, you know, I'm back to daddy mode, I'm back to husband mode. So a lot of stuff that used to bother me, man, used to sting deep, you know, and I feel like I'm man enough to say that right now, but man, bro, I feel like I'm on top of the world now. Like every time something negative has come my way, like God literally be like, come bro, take this. And it just takes me to a completely different level. So negativity doesn't matter, but what does matter right now is just trust, man. Like, I have very little trust, but just really, like, I know this is a sneaker event, but man, just putting my trust in God and be like, man, look, whatever happens, he got my back. And again, every time something negative happened, literally I would get like a call, whether it's a deal with Stadium Goods, whether it's a deal with eBay, whether it's a deal with Bleacher Report. Like,
told y'all he's rich.
no, but literally every time something bad happens or somebody puts something out, literally God blesses me with something good. So negativity, y'all can keep it. He's rich.
Okay. That was a great answer. Miss Marissa, what no longer matters?
What no longer matters. So when I first started my YouTube channel, one of the biggest, I think, obstacles that I started with were just people coming at me like, how many sneakers do you have? When did you start collecting sneakers? What sneakers do you have? I don't think it matters how I started. The fact of the matter is I'm here and I love the sneaker community. I love sneakers. Doesn't matter what I have in my collection, how many sneakers I have in my collection. I'm tired of people trying to create some kind of rule book as to whether or not I actually make the cut to be a sneakerhead. I don't think that there should be a specific rule book as to why we're all here in this space today. I think that we all got here for different reasons, and I don't care if yesterday I decided that I was going to be into sneakers. You should still be able to be included into the community, and I don't think that people should tell you that you have no right being here. I don't think there's any justification saying that, oh, because you have these 5 sneakers, you now make the cut. I don't think that that matters, and I think that, you know, people need to cut that out of the mix of what defines a sneakerhead. Because you define what a sneakerhead is individually, and we're all unique in our own different ways. We all love certain sneakers, just like Mayor said. You know, our opinions on things are going to be different, and that's a way of life. So what I want to cut out, basically, and what I don't think is important, is how we all got here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Opinions are like assholes, everybody has me. For sure.
Man, what advice do you have for succeeding as an influencer?
Succeeding as an influencer, for me it was so organic because I never was in it for this, right? I didn't know the internet, nobody knew the internet was going to be what it was, right? So, you know, I just was posting sneakers because that's what I do and that's what I love. You know, brands came out to me at certain points, like, you know, Crep Protect and Kicks USA and Complex sometimes and Sprite.
Shout out Crep Protect.
And you call me rich.
Oh no, I tell the story, it's a long story. I was getting to the bag at that point, and it was to that kid. But it was all an accident, like it was organic. I didn't come out for that because it was different for me. So you go back to 2009, 2010 when Instagram started. I didn't have a lot of followers. I still think I don't have a lot of followers. But, you know, brands come and reach out because in their eyes, I speak to the people. So, you know, you learn, right? Crep Protect comes to me, brand ambassador for the sneaker repellent. Kicks USA comes to me to be a brand ambassador for their brand, Tacma for the clothing. Again, Mayor Consultants, all this stuff spits from, you know, from being an influencer, which I knew nothing about. But I know that brands started coming and be like, yo, we'll give you this amount of dollars to post this or to post that. And I'm like, no, this is like stealing. Like, this really can't be true. You're not gonna be giving me this kind of money for, you know, just to post on Instagram. And then brands come and, you know, Complex comes, Adidas wants this program, or Sprite is doing this, or, and then money starts coming in. And you're talking 6 figures in a year just on posting on Instagram. It was crazy. So what I learned from it was, I never chased it. Like, I never ran back to the brands. When I was done with the brand, I never looked back to re-up. It was their choice if they wanted to re-up, if they wanted to do something else. I'm super grateful and super, you know, appreciative for the opportunities, but I never reached back out. I just left it cordial. And then you learn, brands come, right? For me being here today, another event reached out to me and wanted to do something. Like, this thing's happened all day long, it's organic, but I've just learned that if I chased it, everybody loves to chase the bag, right? But if you, I think as an influencer, if you're chasing the bag as an influencer, you're almost playing yourself and you're playing the uniqueness that I think comes with it, right? I shouldn't have to tell you that I'm good for your brand, right? You should want to seek me for your brand because of what I do and because of what I bring to the table. And that's how I look at it.
That's a good answer. Great answer. Break, what advice or tips do you have for succeeding as an influencer?
I just say be you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you may not be the coolest person, you may not be what kids like say have all the swag in the world, but you just gotta be yourself. And by being yourself, that's the only way that you're gonna be able to make it, because once you switch up, people gonna call you out. Like, bro, you wasn't doing that when you first started, and you wasn't doing, can't nobody say I wasn't doing what I was doing when I first started. I dress the same no matter what the bank account say, like, because I just don't care about that. You know, just be yourself, and if you remain true to yourself, everything else will fall in place.
Facts. Ms. Marissa, what advice or tips do you have for succeeding as an influencer?
Number one is to start. If you don't take action, you don't start, you don't make it happen. I think there's a lot of people that talk a big game, but unfortunately they don't put those words to action. And I think that was a huge excuse for me for the longest time. And COVID hit and I had all this time on my hands for once in my life, and I was like, man, I need to get my shit together. So I started this YouTube channel, and I will say it was a lot of work. So if you're expecting, you know, to not have to work hard in this industry, it is a ton of work, and things are not gonna come fast. They're gonna come very slow, if not archaically slow. But, you know, one of the things I will say is when I finally kind of created this YouTube channel for myself, this year I kind of made a list of companies I wanted to work with, and I'm working with every single one of those companies at the end of this year. And I went after these companies too. I wasn't, no, you guys are rich. But, you know, I made a list and I went and I found every single person I wanted to create and maintain a relationship with, and I did that. I did my research, I did my work. I can seal the deal in a 30-minute phone call, and I think that if you're gonna pitch yourself to these brands, you need to do it in that amount of time, because that's gonna be your one shot to really make a huge difference. And as soon as you're able to be on these different platforms, I mean, I've worked for Foot Locker now, I got to interview Coco Gauff, I went to ComplexCon for Adidas this year. And, you know, I've had these incredible experiences, but know that when you're being allowed to be on, you know, these company spaces, that is your one time to really shine and make a difference. And if you're able to really, truly impact with these companies, you can really become something great. But I definitely think, you know, you just need to start, and that's the biggest thing, is take action, start. And if there's somebody you want to go after and work for or get shoes from, reach out to them. It doesn't hurt. You don't get what you don't ask for, as I always say.
And that's true, because that's my problem. Is I've started my YouTube channel, it's just consistency. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that I really gotta start doing, is really just doing a video every day, every other day, no matter what it is.
You were supposed to be recording this event. You've been getting an event.
I don't have nobody to record it.
I got this.
I got one right here. Right here. I got one right here.
He means for my YouTube. Bro, listen.
Tools of the incompetent.
You're right, bro. You're right.
To be acknowledgement.
You're right.
I know. Wait, what is that camera over there? A lens.
Oh yeah, that's my camera guy.
Oh, wait, that's yours.
Yeah. So,
It's a great camera guy right there.
no, I'm talking about that camera guy.
This one's my Sony right here.
So, OG Mayor, is there a sneaker you can't live without?
I'll answer it for him.
Answer for me, go ahead. Live without? I mean,
Like if somebody was like, one pair in your collection for the rest of your life, you cannot have this sneaker and you can never buy it again.
oh, white on white Air Force Ones, I'll kill myself. But you gotta understand, like my favorite sneaker ever is the Limited Atmosphere Air Force One. And I know that eventually I'm not gonna have any more because it's just not gonna be there. It's not a shoe that's produced over and over and over again. 2001 and Kith brought it back, a few years ago. So,
So which one are you choosing?
I'm gonna choose white on whites because I need to have white on whites forever. Gotta have a pair of white on whites.
Break, is there a sneaker that you can't live without? Like your whole collection going up in flames. You got
Yo, don't say that. Don't say that. No, wait. No.
Listen,
no,
Break,
I don't even answer questions like that.
Listen.
Don't say that,
I'm
man.
talking to Break. You finished.
I know, but don't say that. That shit is
Both of you
cringy.
guys are rich and have great insurance on your homes. So listen, and you only could grab one pair. What pair is that, Unbreakable?
Glad you ain't asked me that.
Man, I probably would just sit in the house and probably burn with the shoes. But
You ain't doing that, man. You a father. You ain't doing that.
Well, once the family's out the crib, I'm gonna go back and just look. But
And just soak in the fire.
honestly, like the only shoe that I really don't have now.
That's
bro.
why I hate
feel
this
like,
question.
I feel like I'm getting to the point now, like, and I've talked to some of y'all, like buying shoes and seeing shoes, like. I hate to say this, but like that excitement is not where it was.
Oh, you had to
years
change
ago.
your heart since the last show. The last show, you was better to spend your ass for some damn shoes.
I got
And
them.
you wound up buying them, see?
I wound up buying them, but it's just
But
like.
he had to change your heart in the last, 4 months?
But look, it's
What
just
shoes
like,
was that
it was
you
a
had to
Travis.
get?
It was a Travis.
What Travis?
Travis High. Travis
one?
Strike My Highs.
Which one?
Travis
That
Strike My
ugly
Highs.
shoe right there.
Those right there.
Oh,
like
okay,
it was like I wanted them so bad, but once I got them, I'm just like, yeah, it is what it is. It's kind of like a Pokemon.
You wanted them so
Yo,
bad.
let me tell y'all something.
You
I had
wanted
to
them so
sit.
bad,
I had
you
to
was
sit.
sweating.
I had to sit this dude down on a sofa like I was his therapist.
Well,
This dude was justifying spending this money, and I'm like, yo, my man, are you out of your rabbit ass?
I found you a deal too.
you did.
I found him a deal.
What was the price? What was the
It
price?
was $3,000 at the time.
Oh yes,
You guys are crazy.
I know. I gave you the deal. I had him in your
What
size.
happened to retail?
No.
Hey, I'm not you, bro.
I got him his
I'm
retail
not you,
pair.
man.
Lucky
That's
Charm
tough.
over here got him the lows.
She did the low. She
Oh, yeah, you were live with
Yes.
She helped me get the
I
low.
can't see myself spending $3,000. And I tried to talk this man off a ledge. He's trying to convince me, like, yo, no. $3,000 is good. I seen him for $39. I seen him for $42. You think I should buy them? I'm like, yo, bro, if you buy them shits in front of me, I'm punching you in your stomach. Yo, we were right here.
Yeah, right.
Come on. I said, I'm gonna punch you in your stomach. I swear to my mother.
You had to walk away.
No, I got like angry for like 30 seconds. Like, yo, bro,
He was like,
I'm
you about
gonna
to buy
punch
them?
you dead in your stomach if you buy these shits.
If y'all seen the collection video at Mayor Crib, like.
Forget me.
But
I've been doing this before half of y'all were born.
So it's
Forget
not
me.
fair. It's not fair for him to say these things because at a snap of a finger, he can make a phone call or something like, I'm good with certain shoes, but certain ones is just like Unbreakable. Who, like, we don't care who you is, like, you still got to pay that ticket. Him, on the other hand, it's nothing. So if we see a Travis for a decent price, we gon', hey, we got to do what we got to do.
I guess that's age for me then. Thank God I was older before all of y'all. That's all I guess. That's the only thing I can justify.
I'm gonna say Blacksmith 3s. I love those. I would hate to see that shoe burn. Please don't burn. Y'all finally got me. Okay, Blacksmith.
Miss Marissa, is there a sneaker you can't live without?
I mean, thinking about all my athletic injuries in lifetime and going back to my PT telling me that I got to take care of my feet, I think I'm gonna have to go with some of my New Balances just because my made in USA, my made in UK, those things are diehards. They will go through hell and back and still be in mint condition, whereas some of my Jordans unfortunately will not withstand the test of time, unfortunately. So if I got to think about my high arches and my 7 sprained ankles in my lifetime, I think I'm gonna have to go with a made in USA New Balance.
Is there a certain New Balance? Is there a certain one?
Oh, 550s, 327s. Ooh, that's a tough one.
Safe to say
Mr.
Marissa's
Leahy
being
Bembry's
sponsored by
over
New
there.
Balance,
I mean,
right?
do I want to go out in style? Maybe I go with Water Be the Guide. I don't know. Maybe I would do that, or Peace Be the Journey.
I've never owned a pair of New Balances. I gotta get them. Not even as a kid.
I did this year.
Saucony's? Yeah, not New Balance.
I didn't even know they were.
No, Saucony's.
You got a wide width. New Balance are great.
New Balance will be great for your feet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
had
comfortable.
to figure that out. Trying to get a pair or something. But the nice ones that I seen that I wanted, like $300.
The resale price point on New Balances this year are insane.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wait a minute. How much you paid for the Travis on your feet? Let me finish, please. Don't lie.
No, this is not happening right now.
No. Why?
This is not.
You telling me $300 for a New Balance is too expensive? You're not going to tell me how much you paid for the
No, I'm
Travis on your
not.
feet?
It's not happening.
Oh no.
It's terrible. You're a bad
It was a
host.
gift.
You're lying and you're a terrible host.
I got you.
All right.
I got no shame in my game. You're
Sir,
lying
sir,
and you're a terrible
sir,
host right now.
sir,
How much
ma'am.
did you pay for those New Balance? I mean,
What sneaker in your collection holds the most sentimental value?
I refuse to answer the question on the grounds that you are not answering my
Then we
question.
will move on. Unbreakable.
Oh man. Oh good
Talk to
one.
me.
What sneaker do you have? Because I'm not going to say collection. I don't want to hear that. What sneaker do you have that holds the most sentimental value? Can I guess it?
You can guess if you want.
Sentimental? I feel like it's a Strawberry Quicks.
You know, the Strawberry Quick never came out. It was one of 52 bespokes that I made.
No, I'm just saying the sneaker that you have.
I mean, you know what it is? It's a variety because it's my gifts, like the gifts that I get. For DJ Khaled to take, I'm a name drop a little bit and I apologize. You know, for DJ Khaled to give me his We the Best Threes and the Father of Facades and all of that stuff, to hand those to me. And from Reggie, from Jordan Brand, to think about me when he's giving out these PEs and doing what he got to do. And to
we
take
call
me into
humble brag.
consideration. Oh no, I'm being honest. I'm brutally honest, which sucks. And for my brother DJ Clark Kent to give me everything in the 112 pack. And you know, things like that. Those things mean something to me. So when I got rid of my collection because I lost all this weight and the shoes don't fit me no more, you guys all know the story. I still kept all of those because I would have felt terrible giving away my gifts. So all of those really mean something to me. Like even if there's another go around finally when I'm 50 and I want to get rid of all my shoes again, and it might be, you never know. Yeah, 50 is right around the corner. You want from Tokyo's. So, you know, even if I get rid of everything else again, I'm keeping those gifts because they mean something to me. So those are the ones that really hold the most value.
Okay, the gifts. I got you. Break.
Sneaker in your collection with the most sentimental value.
It will have to be the Air Jordan 3 Pickerel. That was the first PE that I ever purchased, and just being able to spend what I spend.
There you go.
Just to be able to spend, you know, that amount on a shoe that I've always wanted. You know, it was just like, in a sense, it was like being a kid. Hey, my dreams came true. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be my first PE.
Miss Marissa, what sneaker holds the most sentimental value that you own?
I would have to say my Air Jordan 14 clots, because it's probably the closest shoe to the first shoe I ever purchased at the outlet mall. My town was kind of known as the place where everybody came to only because there was an outlet there, and we had a Nike outlet. So everyone in my high school wore the same stuff, and we all knew where we bought it from, which was the outlet mall on sale. So grew up pretty poor. My mom was like, yeah, we can't afford Jordans for you. So when I got a job, the first pair of Jordans that I ever owned was a 14. So definitely kind of started the whole trend of me starting to really add to my shoe collection, and the 14 was the start of it.
All right, last question for you guys.
How much you pay for those?
What do you think, where do you think you would be in this world without sneakers, man?
The same hustling motherfucker I am to this day.
Break?
There's no answer to that.
Where do you think you would be in this world without sneakers?
I don't know, and that's scary. Like, seriously, like sneakers, you hear a lot of people say sneakers change their life, but sneakers legitimately changed my life. I really don't. I'll probably be picking up dog shit somewhere. I'm gonna keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? Working at the vet hospital, but that's probably what I will be doing. And there's nothing against that, because, you know, vets, they make good money, but I really don't know, and that's the scary part. So again, I'm just blessed. I'm just blessed that I'm in this position right now where, you know, I can just look at sneakers and, you know, continue to grind.
Miss Marissa, where do you think you would be in this world without sneakers?
Barefoot? No. No, I mean, sneakers is just, they've been a huge part of my life, especially having an athletic background, you know, like I just have lived in sneakers, and I say, you know, you can't really take me out of sneakers unless you pay me, literally, because I model for a living, and I hate heels. I hate wearing them. So anytime, you know, you want me to be on an off day walking around in high heels, you're not going to see it. Like, you're always going to see me in sneakers. So yeah, I would probably be literally barefoot if there were no sneakers.
All right, so Push, we're gonna take it off to you to see if anybody from the crowd wants to come up and ask a question to one of these influencers.
Check. Oh man. Go ahead. I have a question. You right there. Go on. I have a question. This question's for Just Nice. Excuse me, sir. Sir. You can't ignore the patrons. Now please ask you how much you paid for the Travis Scotts on your feet. Like a hiding. That's a good hiding spot. Hello? Sir. I told you to tell the host. Where is he? All right.
I mean, you guys been in the game so long. Do you think there's going to be any type of anti-botting, something going against this botting world that we're living in right now?
What I've learned so far is that the world gets smarter and smarter every day. I don't think so. I think that every time somebody comes up with something that's going to stop a bot, it's going to be 3 other people that's going to figure out a way to stop it. It's going to figure out a way to top it. I mean, in this world, in this, like, again, society is crazy, the internet is crazy, the world is crazy. Yeah, they going to figure it out. So my answer will be nah.
The whole world is like ran by computers, man. So it's like, it's kind of impossible. The people out there are so smart, man. When they figure something out to stop something, they're just gonna figure it out again. It's nothing. I don't think it's ever gonna stop.
I think the sneaker culture will never be the same. Like, we've gone through so many phases from even when I started collecting and buying sneakers back in 2010. Like, you can't even walk into the store and just buy a pair of Jordans. You have a raffle. You have a did you win a reservation? Like, even with all white Air Force Ones, there was a point where right now you only can walk out with one pair, unless you're mayor. You know, he buys the whole stock out of thrift stores, you know, mom and pop shops.
Shout out to my relationships.
It will never, sneakers will never be the same. And I hope y'all honestly understand it and take advantage. And that's why, like, I'm so adamant. I got a lot of people back home like, Break, you blowing up the spot, or Break, you telling them all to see. I literally cannot buy every shoe. So why not help somebody else buy? Because it's getting tougher and tougher. It's gonna be a point where you literally probably cannot walk into the store and buy a shoe. Everything is probably gonna be just shipped to your crib.
Shout out to Amazon.
Y'all heard it?
Good question.
Yeah, I mean, you know, just like with any anti-bot, it's the same on the other direction. As soon as somebody creates some anti-bot, you're gonna have somebody on the other side creating something to have a defense against it. You know, it's gonna be continuously going back and forth, and technology is always just getting more and more advanced. So I could see things even, you know, starting to get increasingly worse, you know, when it comes to that. So I don't even know what the future holds in that sense. But, you know, for me personally, what I found is just having a strong community around me of people who care to help me get shoes, you know, is really like my best solution. I just have such a huge support system and a very large Filipino family, lots of cousins, like 25 cousins, you know. So as long as I have all 25 of them on the sneakers app helping me out, you know, I'm just bettering my chances every day. So.
That's why I can get my size list. You put 25 raffles.
Good question, big dog. What's your name again? Come on, brother. Music Soul Child's cousin got a question for you.
Love the Supreme shirt.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
So my question is for you, Brick. I've been following you, and I see, you know, you're getting attacked on the internet for your character, you know, false faces, people acting like they your friends and stuff. What kept you positive through that? Because I watched you through that, and even other YouTubers are attacking you, but you kept your head straight, and you didn't throw no shots back. Me, I'm somebody who, I would rather you punch first, because I would attack back, but you set back and like an adult, like a grown man, not like a little child, and then shoot back. What was that about, and what kept you, you know, positive through all that?
My circle. I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. My circle. I have a small circle, and I don't trust many people because of what I have been through. And I like to say, look at where I'm at compared to where they at. I never throw shade, but it's just like, no pun intended. I never throw shade, bro, because I would never want to give them my light. You know what I'm saying? It's been plenty of times where somebody may say my name and then they have to go see, man, who is this Unbreakable cat? What is this Unbreakable cat really doing? And then they come and see, and then they see me helping out. They see me showing an early review, and they see me doing this, and they're like, man, these dudes over here, they probably just hate it. So I never want to take the attention, because once they bring the attention towards me, I need to keep that. That's mine now. You know, whether it's good or bad, but I never want to volleyball that attention back over there to them, man. So it was a lot. Like literally being attacked on the internet for 4+ years. I remember.
And he got big bro. And he got big bro. He ain't got to say nothing. Because I'm with all the smoke.
This guy, and even
I'm with all the smoke with all that.
Bro, like,
I'm going to make comments.
Look, stop it.
I see me like I'm unbreakable. And I hope you're watching this too. I hope you end up watching this. I ain't gonna say no names. Big bro, the big bro here.
He's on the red and everything. Keep that scene.
Nah.
Because it gets me mad, yo. It gets me mad because he's such a good dude, yo.
It's because he's doing things right, and that's what it's about. There's a lot of envy, there's a lot of hate.
Especially in this materialistic field,
Completely.
man. We are in a
jealousy.
very materialistic field. Very materialistic field. So if you get in something that somebody can't do, they hate it, bro. They hate it, you know, but what can you do, bro?
Supreme, that shirt you're wearing, so just for everybody to know here, I was banned on Supreme's Reddit thread. And there's a couple million people on that Reddit thread. So the moderator came to me and said to take my lame ass, low quality shit somewhere else. And it's because I'm a woman, I'm copying stuff that they can't cop, and I'm actually wearing it out of a plastic bag.
Okay.
So you tell me, like, if there is not hate and envy over not being able to get something, like, these people will do anything they can to stop you from having a presence, and it has nothing to do with the integrity or type of person you are. They're just jealous.
Thanks. I'm so glad I'm old. I've never been more happy to be old in my life because I don't understand all this, and I'm more than that. It's like, it's not like I'm not. But what I've learned, and this is humble man speaking, I've witnessed so much shit. I beg somebody to tell me in my face what they say on the net. Like I beg, I'll pay. But it just doesn't happen. And you gotta understand that. You don't know who the person is. If the person wants to put themselves out there, I get it. But to me, I guess it's because I'm old. All that shit ain't worth it, bro. It's not. It's really not worth it. Who cares what somebody types? I don't care. Like, it doesn't make sense. Sometimes I respond back for shits and giggles to entertain myself. But for me to get mad because somebody wrote something on the bottom of my page, or on my YouTube page, thank God I don't have one. Yo, go fuck yourself, bro. Like, who cares? Say this shit to my face. I'm outside every day, say it. Like, I don't get it. And again, I just don't understand it. I'm so glad. I mean, I would be happy if somebody banned me from the thread. Like, thank you. Like, good.
And that was another thing, like, I didn't understand, and I feel like I tried for years to understand why. And then I found myself just getting drawn, just like, bro, like, it really don't matter. Like, as long as I'm good, as long as my family is good, bro, at the end of the day, that's all that matters. But it's some very nasty people out here.
He understood the assignment, yo. Once you respond, they won. They got what they wanted.
That's why I respond for him.
Well, and you're doing what they hate the most, Unbreakable. You're continuing to put out good quality content, and that's what gets under their skin the most. They want you to quit. They want you to stop, and that's their end all goal, is to get you to just stop doing what you're passionate about and what you love.
Let me get your best DJ Khaled impersonation. They want me to stop, so I'm never gonna stop.
All right, so look, we got one more question from the crowd. One more.
Big dog. Security has a question for you.
Was there any shoe that you saw on someone's foot or a vendor that caught your eye today?
Oh, these mummy dunks just walked right by me and it looked like my size. So if you're out there, guy with the little cart rolling around,
okay,
what size do you have?
She's looking for you.
I think somebody had some Pantone 12s. He wanted like 10 bands.
Ooh.
The Air Jordan 12 Pantones. Those caught my eye today.
Damn. Any Air Forces country? No, I mean, I'm happy to watch everybody wear their shit. Like, I'm glad that everybody's wearing their shoes. I see Jordans out here, I see Sean Witherspoons, I see Salehi, I see everything out here, so it's dope to watch. As far as anything catching my eye, what I did realize today was I didn't know what I was going to wear today, right? Because this story of my life, I wear what's on the floor. So I was trying to figure out what I'm going to wear today. And when I got here and I put on my shoes, I was talking to my assistant as we were walking around. I said, yo, I need to come to the sneaker show first to remind me of everything that I have back at home. Because I done figured out 35 fits just from seeing shit on the table. And I got buried in my closet. Like, yo, I don't know what to do. But the most impressive thing for me today is everybody rocking their heat. That's the dope part. Somebody got some years in my size that I wanted, the threes, but
Y'all hear him?
no, the number's too expensive, so I respectfully said, I'm okay, thank you.
Okay, never mind.
And for me, I feel like
I got a pair, but I just want another one. I cooked those, so I wanted another
I
pair.
feel like I don't really look at people's feet like that at these events. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm like nonstop doing things, but I never really. And then once you said that, I started looking at everybody's feet. I don't. I'm a disrespect.
When you count the bag, you can't look at feet.
Yeah, when you count all that money, you know.
You feel me, man?
When you got enough money to buy a bunch of them Travis size 15.
He's a size 15, so looking at people's feet is like, for what? He can't fit their shoes. So.
How much you pay for those?
All right, so look, this was.
All right, this is my last question from the host to all of my favorite sneaker people. Beyonce of the sneakers. How does it feel to be a trailblazer for the young girls that feel like they love sneakers but don't know how to get into it, don't know where to get into it, and they look to you? How do you feel being the person that's plant that flag for the ladies in the sneaker culture?
I mean, it's crazy, you know. Influencer, I hate that term, but because I think real influence is when you're kind of walking through the streets and people actually know who you are and they're impacted by you. But, you know, one of the biggest things is I started the channel and people are like, oh, she's cute, she's pretty. But is she knowledgeable? Does she actually know what she's talking about when it comes to sneakers? And I think I kind of broke that barrier and it became, oh damn, like she actually knows what she's talking about. She actually is educated on this topic and, you know, she can actually lay down and talk about shoes and sell shoes. But, you know, a lot of the sneaker community on the YouTube space is male dominated, but one of the biggest things I love the most is that guys are getting their women into it, so their girlfriends,
I see a
their
lot
daughters,
of baby mamas out here.
their wives, and it's become kind of like, you know, this relationship hobby of watching the content that I produce. And I just love the fact that, you know, I never want to be the type of channel where women don't feel safe, or they don't even feel like their men can watch my channel. I want them to both feel comfortable with the content that I'm putting out there, but also knowing that, you know, I am someone who younger girls are looking up to, so I also want to set a good example for them as well. But also just having consistent content that they can look forward to watching on a consistent basis is huge for me. So I think that is kind of like the biggest thing that I hope to achieve with my channel. You know, it is so new. But also just having the support of guys like Unbreakable supporting me. I think it is very important for us to have the male support, and without your guys' support, you know, people don't respect me. They don't feel like they can go to my channel and actually listen to me talk. It's, you know, guys like Unbreakable who really are out there supporting me, shouting me out, and then these guys are like, wow, Unbreakable supports her, so maybe we should go to her channel and support her too. And so, you know, I never want to create like this gender divide of men versus women, because it is so important for us to have male support as well, and, you know, to be able to be on panels like this and kind of speaking about who I am and what I'm trying to achieve, you know, is really impactful, because I hope to inspire other women to also be a part of the community and to start their own channels as well.
Shout out to girls and kicks as well, you know what I mean? That's what they do. Big bro, you know I'm coming to you with the heartfelt stuff. My questions may be very deep, all right? You from Chirac. Everybody know what that's about. Is sneakers the reason why you are still alive today due to the place that you're from? Is sneakers the reason why you made it out alive?
I wouldn't say that, bro. My household was very knit. I mean, I was honor roll, National Honor Society, went to college, graduated, all that. So I feel like my parents taught me enough to be on the right path. So I was never in the street. I never portrayed to be in the street. I never portrayed to be, you know, I've always stayed out the way. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like in life, man, just staying out the way, doing what you're supposed to do, and just stay out the way. I feel like you will be able to survive in any climate, anywhere. But again, I stay out the way. I don't like being out.
You know, but like I love my events and things of that nature, but other than the event, like you're not gonna see me at a club, you're not gonna see me at a bar, you're not gonna see me here because one, I got things to do, and two, I just don't trust people. And I hate to keep saying that, but like my trust level is very, very low, and I just like to be secure in my home.
Keep your circle tight at all times.
That's it.
OG,
Yes, sir.
back in '82, right? Breakdancing, graffiti, DJ, MC. Which one were you in the hip hop scene?
Everything but a DJ and an MC.
I knew it. See, it's one of these.
I used to break dance. Everybody sees me walk on my hands and do all that dumb shit. I used to break dance. I used to write graffiti.
Yes, sir.
I used to write graffiti. My name was Exit. I used to bomb the 4 train. I used to do all of that. No, I'm a part of this culture for real. Like I've seen so many aspects. I've been around. I guess you know.
He can do a handstand right now.
I believe him.
I'm ready for it. I'm ready for the breakdance.
I do it all, but I ain't gonna make a fool of myself here. Ain't enough money in this building. Okay, so nah, but I've been a part of this culture for real. Like, you know, I played my part. I mean, I was outside in front of the Roxy when they filmed Beat Street.
Oh my God. Yeah, he's in breaking too.
Like really there.
He's
No,
in
because
Electric
my
Boogaloo.
man Angel was one of the guys in the Roxy that was pop locking in front of the whatchamacallit. And Lee from Beat Street lived in my building. So, you know, I've been around this, right? And I grew up with a lot of graffiti artists. I grew up with a lot of rappers. So I've always been and dabbled in this culture my whole life. The closest thing I have to music is being in a music class with Fat Joe. In high school, we was in the same music class. Shout out to my brother Joe Crack. But like this culture is real. I used to fight with my friends, and they used to tell me that sneakers wasn't his own culture. It was it's just like it was a piece of hip hop culture and stuff like that. I'm like, no, sneakers have their own culture. It's not even a subgenre to me, it's his own genre. I used to argue with Clark Kent, right, my brother, and be like, yo, Clark, there's plenty of kids that don't know you discovered Jay-Z. There's plenty of people that don't know you're a DJ. They know you didn't know you're 30 years old, you know him from Trues. He's one of the best DJs ever. You know what I'm saying? Discovered Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm talking about with this culture. A lot of people in this room will sit here and say that they just know him from sneaker culture.
And that's crazy.
The man discovered Jay-Z. He was Dana Dane's DJ. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody knows. He's one of the most prolific sneaker guys ever. You know what I'm saying? So that's why. So that's what the culture means, man. This is a culture. I love it. I'm glad I was a part of it. I'm glad I'm still a part of it. Who knows? I might be 80 years old walking around white on white to my cane. You never know.
Facts. With the cane, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's nice. I'm gonna round it up with you because you are the head of this whole situation. Thank y'all for answering my questions so honestly and whole. Y'all make me feel like I'm smart sometimes. All right.
No, you just make it look good.
I do. 2015 to now. How much did those cost on your feet? This is just from, I'm just asking on behalf of my brother. I seen him at the verses with everybody. I just had to ask.
So this is the end of the, we done?
Nah, I'm gonna ask you a real question.
Okay.
All right. 2015 to now, right? You booked me as your host. I've been there through the rides, the ups, the downs, used to catch the bus to the shows, all that. I'm from Atlantic City, you from Wildwood, we from South Jersey. How does it feel to be the face of South Jersey sneakers culture? Like the whole culture is on your shoulders right now.
I say he got the East Coast.
Nah.
See? Stuff like that.
Nah. Listen, you know, bro, we've came a long way. First event, I think I had 20 tables.
Literally.
You know what I'm saying? And maybe sold 50 tickets. But we kept it moving. You know what I'm saying?
Now he's rich.
And then 2016, we tried to do a 2-day
Travis
event.
on his feet. Make my cipher complete.
2016, we tried to do a 2-day event. It went horribly bad. Few people came the first day, nobody came the second day. So lost a bunch of money on that. 2018, we brought Mayor out, lost money on it, but it pushed. But
I'm sorry.
That's gonna go over so many heads.
no, it's not. It's
sorry
just,
for the budget.
You know, we just weren't where we were supposed to be to bring somebody like him out. But I feel like our name being associated with him the years after that, it gave us more love in the sneaker game. And then, I mean, I feel like after that, we just exploded. 2019 till now, I think we probably threw, I think this is my 4th event this year.
Rich.
This year.
Rich.
So
150 tables.
anyway, man. So
150.
So look, what I'm gonna say is it feels good. It feels good to do nothing. Literally have a show from 2015 that made no money, 2016 no money, 2017 no money, to becoming what we have today to just keep grinding and succeed. I wanted to give up. First 3 years, I wanted to give up. But you know what I mean? I love it, man.
You're so rich. I'm calculating. They really did the math. Calculating 150 tables times what? Yo,
We're not even talking about
yesterday's price. So listen, not today's price.
That's why I got Travis.
God damn. Now I know why you got Travis.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out why I got more this year. I'm like, what the?
And I gotta walk.
I mean, do you want to give some money back?
No. Hey, y'all, give it up for the panel one time. Make some noise for the panel, y'all. Please make some noise for the panel. These people spent their time and effort to come chill with y'all.
Without you guys, there's no us, man.
Where the dice at?